Hey, John. Donovan.
Hey, Donovan.
Thanks for doing this.
Anytime, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's talk some hockey.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It was a year ago this time that you were the talk of the hockey world. How has your life changed in that time?
Yeah, it's funny. It's changed a lot. Obviously, I personally, professionally, I don't play hockey anymore. I retired. I've had 2 more kids. I'm a different person than I was a year ago. My priorities are changed. I definitely, it's completely different. It's funny.
John Scott, and he knows what his role is.
In your estimation, what is the role in enforcement?
Obviously, fighting is a part of the game. It's ingrained in the sport, and I think the role of the enforcer is needed. They keep the peace on the ice. They make sure star players don't get taken advantage of, and I've been an advocate about that forever. There wouldn't be as many, borderline hits. There wouldn't be as many sticks in the face. There wouldn't be as much, scrums or chippy play.
Scott is 6'8", 259.
The other change that we've seen since this time a year ago is, that role slowly being taken out of the game. Why do you think that is?
I just think it's the higher ups, the brass. They have a vision for the game, and they don't see fighting in their vision, and it's too bad. It's a good part of the game, in my opinion. I think people love fighting. I think it serves a purpose, and I don't think it needs to be taken out like it has been. And it's evolving. The days of the bench clearing brawls or the guys who just go out there and play 2 minutes and fight, those days are gone, and I'm fine with that. I don't think those players belong in the league. I hope they don't take it to the point where fighting is banned altogether.
Oh, these are 2 big right hands being thrown by Scott.
You are a guy who, had your fair share of tussles. What's that experience like?
You can look at the schedule weeks, months in advance. You know who you're going to fight. It's nerve-wracking. Honestly, you're having a fist fight with somebody, who's trying to knock your block off. When I first came into the league, I was terrified. And I was nervous. I would lose sleep. I would stress about it. I was a nervous wreck days leading up to a game.
For the enforcers that we've seen that have struggled with it, you knew Derek Bugard well. In hindsight, was there something you think you could have said to him, helped him with that helped in that role?
It was a tough, tragic situation. He kind of isolated himself at the end, and he was in a bad spot. And there's always hindsight's 20/20. I probably could have reached out a little more and been there for him. But I got my life. He has his life. We're both playing in the league, and it was a bad situation. I don't wish that on anybody, and I think we just have to learn from that tragedy and just realize how the system kind of failed Derek.
But you believe that we should still have enforcers. How is there a way to kind of, still have that role but not have people kind of in that place?
I don't think him being an enforcer played a part in him dying. I think the reason he passed was a lack of support. Like, he didn't have people watching out for him as well as they should have. And there was too much drugs, too much prescription pills. It was just a cocktail of destruction, and it just got the better of him. It still needs to, be better, but it is changing, and I think we do have to get a support system for people who are a little depressed. Like, hockey is a lonely sport sometimes, and, you always got to have someone to talk to, and I think that's where we kind of failed Derek.
Some of the younger guys, would there be something you'd say to them to help them with it?
I don't know. It's tough. I just think I never grew up fighting in college, and I just kind of evolved into my position. I just did it because it was my job, and once, the fight was over, I was relieved. I was happy it was over. But, for young kids, I would say just don't focus on just fighting. Like, worry about being a hockey player first, and fighting will take care of itself.
Scott scores! Johnny Scott!
There you go. This is unbelievable. They've got John Scott on their shoulders.